Okay, so my name is Dr. Jekton Oyo, the CEO and founder of Smart Data Analytic USA. At Smart Data Analytic USA, we train people in data analytics, data science, cybersecurity, and project management. Today, I called you guys to talk to you about the opportunities that Smart Data Analytics is offering to the Kenyan youth. And I believe you guys have a lot of questions for me, how everybody can benefit. So in the recent past, we've gotten into a partnership, a training and consultancy partnership with the University of Nairobi to train the Kenyan youth on emerging technology trends, such as data science, data analytics, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. I think in the past few months, like 3 months to be precise, you've heard about the buzzword AI. A few people know it to the extent of ChatGPT, and then they really know nothing past that. We're trying to make it possible for people to understand it and benefit beyond the knowledge of ChatGPT, which is just a search engine with a little bit more capabilities. So that's really our main mission, to train people to be able to get those six-figure salaries that you hear of in dollars. With the advent of remote work, thanks to COVID, the world has become a global village. You're able to work from any corner of the world. You'll be in Kenya and you're working in North America, you'll be in Kenya working in Australia, and there are agencies that are making that possible. So that's really the gap that we want to fill. We want to train people to be able to take advantage of modern global trends and to be able to earn and to take benefit of things like AI, data science, cybersecurity, and all that. So that's the space that Smart Data Analytic USA wants to occupy in Kenya. Because we've been doing this in the US, and there's a lot of success stories. Previously, we started with the African diaspora. You know, the African diaspora is very strong. You can see their strength in the amount of remittances they bring from the US, from Europe, Middle East, and Australia. That's really what we want to help grow. Because imagine these people are sending all that money in dollars. Maybe I think $2 billion for Kenya. $2 billion, if you want to know how big that is, look at that scandal that was the Eurobond. It was only $2 billion, and it shook the Kenyan economy. Imagine that is the amount that the Kenyans in the diaspora bring every year. What about if you double it? It's a very strong pillar of the economy, and the programs that we offer will help improve that and improve the lives of Kenyans, the Kenyan youth as a whole, because they will be getting jobs from wherever they are. You can be in Kisumu, you can be in Wajir, Mombasa, and you're doing an American remote job, thanks to agencies that are allowing that, and thanks to people like us that are giving you guys that skill. So I'm here to talk to you guys about all those opportunities and listen to the questions that you guys have. Yes. And I love the fact that I have so many of you here, because the Kenyan youth are consuming news and information or content differently. Nowadays, it's not the traditional TVs. We have gone online, and with the online TVs and online platforms growing, it's just good to talk to you guys so that the information reaches every youth out there. Yes.
My name is Shiko.
Yes.
So, Smart Data Analytic USA.
Yeah.
And looking at the banner behind you, of course, you have a couple of programs that you guys offer.
Yes.
One would want to know, is it an online thing, or you guys have also physical offices or institutions?
So it's offered virtual, live virtual, meaning your instructor will be in the US. And we also have a program that is about to start on July 1st with the University of Nairobi at their Varsity Tower. They have a smart classroom where we'll be able to offer these things physically. So you can do it on site for those people who believe in traditional stuff, but you can also do it virtual. You're able to attend from any corner of the globe, as long as you have a steady internet and you have a good PC. By a good PC, I mean a Windows laptop that has 8 GB RAM minimum, because you'll be running a lot of programs as you see all that. Yes, so you need a stable laptop, stable internet to be able to attend classes virtually. It's instructor-led and it's live.
Okay,
Yeah.
My name is Trudy. First of all, congratulations for the good job.
Yes.
My question is, what kind of earning am I looking at when I finish the program?
So for this kind of programs, if you become a data analyst in the US, which is the place where the most jobs are for data analysts, you're looking at $50 an hour minimum. That's entry level. That is somebody who has an high school diploma and you have this kind of skill. And we help you by doing your resume and doing for you what we call employment verification, or what they call here referencing. So you're looking at $50 an hour with the current rate. If you do times 2080, that's the number of hours you work in a year, you're looking at close to $1 million shillings per month, yes. So it's a very, very well-paying profession. Very few people skilled in these areas. Because these tools are very modern. You'll find very few companies in Kenya already using them. If you look at things behind me, you see this Python. It's been there for a long time. And AI has been there for a long time. But now we are beginning to talk about it. So we are offering you business data analytics with machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of AI. How you're able to train algorithms to make decisions in an automated way. That's really what we mean by machine learning. It's done in a programming language called Python. That is something that people will be learning straight from wherever they are.
And how
Yes.
do you help with gaining employment?
Gaining employment, we help you by getting the most sought after skill in business data analytics and machine learning. There are very few people with that kind of skill. People have the traditional degrees. So if you have that degree and you get this, that's a very serious added advantage because you'll set yourself apart from the flock and we'll do you a winning resume or CV for that matter that will make you be identified. You don't even need to apply for these jobs. You just put your resume on the job boards. In the US, we're talking about Indeed.com. LinkedIn is international. We're talking about Dice.com. There's Monster.com. There's FlexJobs. There's Crossover. A lot of them. ZipRecruiter. You put it there. We optimize it, and recruiters will be able to see you and see that you have that skill and talk to you. They're the go-between you and the respective employers. And these kind of jobs are available all over. We are starting to see even in Kenya. I've seen lately the central bank advertising and saying it's an added advantage if you learn this thing online, because they believe the universities here are not yet offering such kind of a skill. And even in the US, they still don't offer it at that level in the university. They partner with people like us who has this expertise to train people. So that's really what we're introducing in the Kenyan market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, for those interested, how many weeks and how long does it take for the program, and what are the cost implications?
So it takes 14 weeks. That's 3.5 months or thereabout. 14 weeks. And we have structured the classes in such a way that you can take them over the weekend. 5 hours on Sunday, 5 hours on Saturday. Time that is set for the quorum, so that within 14 weeks you have 140 contact hours. Then we have 2 evenings for 2 hours, where we call it a study hall. The main instructor is not helping you during this time, but your tutorial fellow, somebody who's gone through the program and has a job, who understands the market, will be helping people understand the concept. So by the time you're done, you have like 200 hours, credit hours, contact hours. Very good enough to even be beyond an MBA. Because if you look at what you do at the university, how many hours do you get in a week? Very few hours, but spread for 4 years. So the method of this is a boot camp kind of. Very quickly, within 4 months, you have the skill, you have the resume, and you're being assisted to get gainful employment. Yes.
So for those enrolling, do you have to complete the whole program, or if you, for example, if you know about SQL,
Yeah.
you can pass that and jump to another program?
So the way we've done it for Kenya, because that's a very good question, because there are some people who are saying, I understand SQL very well, I just need Alteryx, I just need Python, I just need business analytics or advanced Excel. So we've done it in modules. There are 5 modules. There's advanced Excel, which is very important because any data analysis job, you start from an Excel point of view, which is a flat file or CSV. You get a data dump, you clean it before you move it to the modern tools. You organize it, analyze it, and then you report it using things like Power BI or Tableau. So you can join from any point. But it is very important for everybody to start with advanced Excel because that's the starting point of any data analytics. Yes.
And also, I think one of the things that I really love to know is, do people get, accreditation, like after completing the course? Are there like certificates that people are awarded?
Good question. So there is a certificate of achievement that we'll be issuing together with the University of Nairobi after the 4 months. There's also these different modules. There are certifications. We prepare you to take a certification course. Alteryx, for example, you'll be able to get a certification from Alteryx in the USA that says that you're certified. So that's even better than a certificate. So by the time you're done and you're well prepared, we facilitate you to do the exams to get certifications apart from our certificate of achievement that you get as a result of attending and completing the project. Yes. So that's available.
Do you have offices in Kenya?
We are operating from University of Nairobi right now,
Okay.
but because it's virtual, we have offices in Dallas,
Yes.
and we have representatives in Kenya. So yeah, we can be contacted. There's somebody who will be sitting there you can go talk to. Our numbers will be there, the website is there, you can interact with us anytime. Yes.
My name is McKenna from Nicholas Kiokore's show.
Yes.
And I have just one question.
Yes.
Actually, I have two.
Yeah.
So first of all, you say that it's helping or it's beneficial mostly to the youths, yeah?
Yes.
And for example, for us youths, we have different or certain amounts of education levels. For example,
yes.
we have just a diploma, someone else has a degree, or someone did not manage actually to go to the university level. So is that a basic requirement, or can you just start as if you already have maybe certification from high school levels?
Yeah, that's what I call a high school diploma. That's how we call it over there, KCSE for that matter. If you have that, I think you are prepared to take the course because it starts from advanced Excel and then you graduate to the more technical ones. So from the success stories that people will be able to see, people talking about the success they achieved, you'll see some were aircraft attendants, no degrees, some even had PhDs, but they had to come with an open mind to learn the skill afresh. So you can be a high school graduate, you can be a PhD holder, but you guys are going to be at the same level because you're starting to learn afresh.
All right.
Yes.
And my second question goes that, because I understand that most in Kenya right now,
Yes.
people are actually very much educated.
Yes.
But we don't have that assurance that we definitely acquire a job somewhere or a job vacancy somewhere.
Yes.
So which assurance do you give to our youth that they'll definitely get jobs after the course?
So people are very much educated, and it depends what you're educated in, you know. You can have a degree that's not going to give you a job. You're coming in to supplement and complement what you have so that you're marketable, so that you're able to do jobs of the 21st century and beyond, okay? Right? Artificial intelligence. And maybe you're educated, but your level of understanding stops at ChatGPT, right? Or ChatGPT 4. You can just prompt it to give you something. What about if you have to write a code to prompt it? You don't know how to write that. People are wondering that they're going to lose jobs because of AI, but we are trying to be ahead of the curve by infusing or including that element of AI into our training so that it is relevant for many years to come, okay? More than the foreseeable future, more than a decade. So the guarantee is that you get a skill, as you will be seeing in the very many testimonials, you get a skill, we help you get a job, okay? So your work is well cut out for you. You get the skill and you get a job. Some of these degrees, because I've also have degrees here and in the US, I know how people get degrees. Some people don't even read textbooks. They end up getting degrees, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're talking about a skill. That's why in the US, somebody who's doing plumbing will make more money than somebody who's done BSc in chemistry. He's doing plumbing because he has a skill that is transferable. Somebody needs their plumbing fixed. That's a skill that is needed right now. Maybe you have theory about Henry Fayol management. That's not going to help somebody right now. Like I've read in the press, some people are saying, what really did learning how to draw grasshopper helping us with right now? Is it really relevant? So that's the question. It guarantees you getting the skill. Then we help you get the job. And by the way, he asked me that question and I didn't answer it about the pricing. Those who are in the US, they take it for $4,000. Those who are in Kenya, it's $3,000, but we've graduated it in such a way that it's prorated. You take Excel, just pay a certain amount. SQL, because it depends on the hours spent. By the time you're done, you should get that, but you can spread it however way you want. So we're already coming in and giving a huge discount for people in Kenya to be able to benefit.
Okay, I'm going to ask my last question. A little bit off, but it's concerning AI.
Yeah.
The other day we saw the godfather of AI,
Yeah.
quit, the research on AI
Yeah.
and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Maybe for the viewers, concerned, what does the future of AI look like?
The future of AI is going to change a lot of things fundamentally, how we do jobs. So things that machines can do, we leave them to machines, so that human beings are very intelligent, because the brain is really powerful, can do things that are technical and interesting. So what you have to do is to update your skills. This is what actually we are providing. There was that data analysis that we were just doing, but now we are bringing the AI component to it. That's why we're talking about machine learning. These are things that are available to people who are doing very advanced degrees. We're making them available to people who just graduated high school diplomas. So the AI is going to bring so many jobs in these areas we're talking about. They're saying over 50 million jobs by 2030. So you just have to be ready and prepared and armed with the skills, so that you're among the 50 million people who are going to get good jobs and well-paying jobs. Yes.
Maybe taking you back to the question she asked about the unemployment rate in our country.
Yes.
Looking at the target audience you guys have, we have government officers in data analytics roles. And my question would be, right now you are working together in the University of Nairobi. Are there plans, or rather are you working with the government of Kenya to curb this issue of unemployment through these courses?
Yes, we're trying to do that, and we're in talks. Things will come clear as they unfold, okay? And we're not only, if you look at the target audience, you've just picked one, which is government employees, but we're talking about high school graduates, right? So it's covering everybody, and that's a very good question. So we train people, they get jobs. You even had your president talk about people trying to get jobs in Germany. Even though he talked about 250 million, Germans are not even 250 million. I think there are very few jobs that he's talking about. But those are well-paying jobs that you can do while you're in Kenya. You don't have to travel or migrate, okay? So this is the solution that we're offering to put our beat towards having youths get employment. Yes.
So what pushed you to start Smart Data?
Oh, Smart Data. I started it way back in 2017 because myself, I migrated to the US for further education. Before that, I was a banker, Coop Bank. I was doing business banking. Life was good, but I wanted more. So I went to the US for further studies. I wanted to be a doctor, and I'm a doctor. What happened is that when I landed there in the US, the market is a little bit different. Depending on the person who really meets you first and tries to help you adapt, they'll tell you to succeed here, you need to do nursing or trucking. Trucking is just driving a truck, so be in transport business. But me, I was somebody who had his education, I had my experience, so that was something that I didn't really like. Then I graduated and realized without a technical skill, the money is not going to be really worth it, me moving there. And I didn't want to be a trucker, because I was doing a white-collar job here. I also didn't want to be a nurse. That means I'm starting from down there, and I was really up there in terms of education. So I realized that these very many thousands of Kenyans and Africans moving to America, they face the same challenge. And so when I trained like this, through the same way we're training people elsewhere, I realized that I needed to really open this up for other Kenyans in the diaspora and Africans, so that they have many options in IT. You realize that blacks and immigrants are not really well represented in well-paying tech jobs. So that's where I saw the gap, and I wanted to fill the gap, and I started Smart Data Analytic way back in 2016. Right now, we've trained so many people, and so many people have been transitioned to those well-paying six-figure jobs, and they have their stories online. I'll be able to even avail some so that you guys can also listen and watch, so that you buy in and believe, okay? Seeing is believing. So that's the reason why I started Smart Data Analytic USA, to help people have more options. And so far, we are on cohort 15. We've trained people different times, more than 15 times. That's a lot. Okay.
So maybe you can clarify on the careers that someone can get when they do the smart data. Like,
when they do data analysis,
yeah.
when they do cybersecurity, when they do data science and all that. You can be a data modeler, data analyst, business data analyst, data scheduler. You can be, you see all those things. SQL developer, Power BI developer, Tableau developer, Alteryx developer, the list is endless. And all of them will start you with not less than $50 an hour. So you only have to spend that much and put in the work. That's what I emphasize. And then after 3 to 4 months or thereabout, you have the skill, you're able to interview. We help you with the mock interviews too. And your resume, very important. And then you're able to transition and live that life. Right where you are, you don't have to even migrate to America. But still, if you have a degree, there's still programs that will take you to America. There are employers that will sponsor you. Because for a long time, America has been filling these positions through what they call H-1B visa. And they get people from India and China. Those are the people who are skilled in these areas. Now, we are opening it up to people here. So that's how big it is, okay? You can work from here. If you have a degree and you have this, you can still apply for that H-1B for visa. It's called work visa. You go there and work and live that dream if that's what you want. But you can do it right from here.
Wow, thank you.
Yes. So what I can say, after the, you guys will have the link posted, and you can click the link, you can register online, you can watch the videos, read all the materials available, look at the curriculum, and if you're interested, you'll be able to register and we start the program. Right now we're talking about a program that begins on the 24th of June for the people who love virtual. If you also want to create networks, meaning you're going to learn with people already in the US, it's going to be the same class, and that will work well for you. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.